Do you know when World War II ended? I saw a trivia contest that was a video of a radio station's trivia contest, and two contestants were asked, when did World War II end? And the first contestant passed and then got to the end of the 5 questions, and they came back to it, and he passed again. He didn't know. The second contestant passed on the first time around, came back to it at the end of the 5 questions, and guessed 1949, and a little part of me died inside. I weep for this generation that doesn't learn its history. Today is the 80th anniversary of June 6, 1944, and so most of the world knows this is D-Day. At least most of the United States knows this is D-Day, the 80th anniversary of the amphibious assault of the Allies on Europe, Fortress Europe. Nazis had complete control of Europe, and we, as part of the Allied forces under Dwight Eisenhower, made the assault and the landings through the evening of the 5th into the 6th. 101st Airborne, 82nd Airborne dropped in behind enemy lines, and then all the rest of the troops, infantry, came ashore, and tanks came ashore on the morning of June 6th. That was the day that World War II in Europe ended, believe it or not. And you may have heard that. I'm certainly not the first person to say that. In fact, I'm connecting to my friend Matt, who made that point, I think, last year in a video. And you can check out Matt here on this platform. I've connected and got a link to him as well, and shared this with him. But World War II in Europe ended on June 6, 1944. That doesn't mean that the battles ended. The battles would rage until May of the following year. By the way, 1945 was the year that World War II ended, just for those people in the radio contest didn't know, and anyone else that didn't learn their history. But for all intents and purposes, World War II in Europe ended on June 6, 1944. The battles had to still be fought. There would be significant battles, Market Garden, throughout Europe also, and then the final main offensive by the Germans, the Nazis, in December of 44, the Battle of the Bulge, which my grandfather was awarded a Purple Heart in that battle, which I am now the proud keeper of that medallion in my collection for my grandfather. Thank you for him and all those who served in World War II and in all of the nation's wars and in the military. But this reminded me that the battle for your soul, the battle against sin, death, and the power of the devil that was won by Jesus Christ, was won 2,000 years ago. That war was ended when Jesus died on the cross and said, "It is finished." He died for you, for me, for all people, to forgive all the sins of all people of all time. That war against Satan ended 2,000 years ago. That doesn't mean the battles still aren't fought. In fact, we, by all appearances, appear to be in Satan's Battle of the Bulge, a final assault to try to win the war that is unwinnable for him, just as the Nazis tried to overturn and win the war in Bastogne and in Belgium in this Christmas of 44, which we know from history didn't work. That's where we are now, and spiritually, I believe we're in the Battle of the Bulge of Satan, which he has already been defeated. He was defeated on the cross, and final surrender will be soon. Victory will be ours through Jesus Christ, because he already won the war when he died on the cross. He is going to come back soon. I don't know when it is, but again, by all appearances, it appears that it's going to be soon. Satan is very, very active. But the church, you and I as Christians, we also need to be on the alert. We're going to fight these battles. We are going to win these battles, because even in defeat, even in our death, is victory, because Christ overcame death on the cross. When he rose from the dead on Easter Sunday and the tomb was empty, that means that even though we may die and be buried, we will rise from the grave one day. Satan has no way of winning. Satan has no power over us. And even though the war has ended, the battles have to be fought, And just like D-Day, 80 years ago, still battles had to be fought, but the war in Europe in World War II ended on June 6th, 1944. It was all over except for the mop-up battles, which would happen. So, again, remembering the men and the women who fought and all those heroes who are still lying in rest in Normandy and across Europe and in our own country that fought and died. Thank you. Thank you to your families that continue to live the legacy of liberty that they've died for, they fought for. Let's not forget that, and let's not forget that the war is over against Satan. Battles still have to be fought, but Jesus won the victory when he died on the cross.